Hey everyone, it's Deja from Knit and Crochet Ever After, and today I wanted to show you my newest pattern that I've been working on forever. Not really making it, just designing it. I had it in my head forever and I just put it off and finally I made it, and I'm so glad because I love it. It's one of my favorite baskets that I've made so far, so let me show you. So this is the Notions basket, and you can see it's huge. I can't even fit my whole head and the basket in at the same time. This is a crochet basket, obviously, you can see that. And the reason I love this, and I had it in my head forever, is I wanted to do this braiding detail on the corner. So every corner has two braids that make up the corner, and then it leads into this rope handle that is just super handy. Like this is, I don't always keep all of my patterns, especially the baskets, like visible. Like I'll pack them away and bring them out when I need to take pictures. But this one is like living in my bedroom holding blankets because it's so huge. Like you could probably fit a whole load of laundry in this. It is that big. So this thing is 50 inches circumference by 12 inches high, and it is made with Lion Brand Fisherman's wool. And I actually did a picture on my Instagram of me starting this, and someone was like, oh dear, make sure if you're making this for somebody to wear that you wear it once and don't make any more until you try wearing it, because you're gonna regret it. And I was like, don't worry, it's for home decor. Because I know I've never worked with the fisherman's wool before, because every time I was in the yarn store and I touch it, I'd be like, oh, this is scratchy. But I know that that type of wool is great for like fisherman sweaters. But over the years, I've noticed like this one is not as scratchy as I remember fisherman's wool used to be. So I think Lion Brand's kind of like, we need to make this a little less scratchy. But for home decor stuff, it is awesome. And that's because it's 100% wool, so it stands up and has structure really well. Obviously, like this does not stand on its own. If I made it a certain way or smaller, I could make it stand on its own, but I really wanted this huge basket that would be really functional in organizing and carrying stuff around. And I just love it because it's like, you can like even do it like as a purse. It's just huge and it's great. I'm really happy with how it turned out. But it's about 1,700 yards because you're holding its worsted weight and you're holding two strands together while you make it. Once it's full, it stands up. So it's not totally like floppy, but it's definitely something that you can close down, you know, flatten it down and stick it in a drawer when you don't need it. And then when it's ready to go, you throw everything in. You got plenty of room to fit everything. And it's just a really cool basket to have on display because it's not just a boring basket. It's got some cool little details. So it's great for like housewarmings, new babies. This would be a great diaper holder, you know, so make it in any kind of color. I do recommend going with wool unless you know they have a wool allergy, but they're not wearing it on their skin, so I'm not gonna get to it. Just don't do it if they have a wool allergy. If they do, go for acrylic. Acrylic's the next best option for structure. I would not do it in a natural fiber like cotton or bamboo. That stuff's just gonna flop all over the place. I wouldn't do it in alpaca, that'd be really expensive, but it also would be floppy. So real wool, 100% acrylic, this will work up fairly quick. It's actually not that hard of a pattern. The loops, there's photo instructions on how to make them. You make them while you make the basket, so there's no actual like sewing. The only sewing I did on this was weaving in ends, so it's really not that bad. So this is in all of the shops that I sell patterns with. You'll see links in the description, Etsy, Ravelry, all the good stuff. So if you have any questions, there's a contact me link down below that you can get to my website to talk to me directly. I don't monitor my YouTube comments, so that's the best way to ask me anything you need. But go check out the pattern. I love it. I hope you love it. And I'm Deja, and thank you for watching.